On this machine, you notice you have quite a few buttonholes from stitch number 29 all the way to stitch number 35. And when you pick the stitch, let's start with 30, you'll notice foot A is recommended. If you can't find foot A, it's because it's the big white one with the big A on it. So first thing you're going to do is actually, when you go to put it on, it actually is going to stick out the back side. So before you put it on, if you hold the front of the buttonhole foot in your hand and push the lever that's way back here, this will extend an opening. Put the button, the button that you want the buttonhole to be back here, and this will actually track that size. So how does that work? Well, here, let's first get the buttonhole foot on the machine. So we slide it underneath and attach it. And next, right behind the needle threader, so not this lever, but there's one right behind here that you're going to pull straight down. So as you pull that down, you're going to notice that that will track between the two levers back here and actually create the buttonhole. Now it is going to stitch away from us, so don't do your very first buttonhole right here because you'll be off the fabric before you know it. Once you do your first one in the middle of your fabric, I don't usually worry about this thread. It's not down and underneath the foot, but it will as soon as we do one buttonhole. So if you just hold it while we start, just go ahead and stitch. It's going to put, oh, I had the feed dogs down from our last little thing. Feed dogs are up now, and then it will go ahead and stitch. And I can cut this little thread and get it out so I don't have to hold on to it. It's going to go ahead and stitch backwards. Come forward, and then it'll stitch the satin stitch back. So just keep your foot on the foot control until it actually does the whole buttonhole completely for you. And I really don't even have to hold it. There is some locking stitches at the end, and the needle stops in the down position. Bring your needle up. As soon as you lift this foot, it will reset. So make sure you don't lift that up at the wrong time in your buttonhole sequence. Now, I am noticing I could make this look a little bit prettier, and that's because I want to take the tension and actually reduce it down. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to take the tension down a number. We can go to 2.5 or 3, and that will help pull the stitches to the back just a little bit more. But look how fun that is. Buttonholes can be used in a lot of places. Even if you're not doing garment sewing, you can find that you can use them for purses, for drawstring bags, or a drawstring pair of pants. That can be the two little openings where the drawstring goes in and out and where you can pull on. There's tie backs, there's shower curtain uses. You can, anything that needs to be poked through something, use a buttonhole to secure it. You also have some keyhole buttonholes. So if we go up to like 33, they're going to have a little bit more of a rounded part down at the bottom. So we'll just go ahead and do some stitching here and let it, well, just let it go. I always tell my students, put your hands in your lap because the machine's going to do all the work for you. Just keep your foot on the foot control until it comes to a complete stop. Locking stitches, and then it will stop. Needle down, bring the needle up, lift up the presser foot. Make sure you don't do it until you're ready to have that come up because it is going to reset, and then it'll be ready to go. So keyhole buttonhole is going to be used for when you're actually stitching or having a shanked button. That's usually found on coats. So that big heavy button has a place to kind of hang out, where this would kind of like bulge open and kind of separate the fabric. Here we can actually get that opened up. Now this tool that you have in your accessory bag is an eyelet cutter. So it's really sharp on this end, and what you can do is, to help open up a keyhole buttonhole, place something soft or even a wood base behind it and go ahead and push in, and it will cut out that whole entire piece of fabric. And then you can take your scissors and go ahead and snip up through the middle to continue opening that up. So that kind of gives you a little bit more of a clean opening for that area down below. Now there's one other thing I want to show you, is how to do a corded buttonhole, and you can do this with any of the rectangular buttonholes. So I'm going to just go back to 30, and the way this works, I'm going to take the foot off to really show you how this is going to look. You notice that there are actually little holders, we'll call them holders, up here at the front, and a little hook on the back. So take a piece of cord, just something like a little thicker cord, hook it back here, and then bring it up the front. And you can do this while it's on the machine. You just hook it from the back and pull this up the middle here. Let's see if this is going to hold for me. This is a little slippery cord. What we have is the two threads are perfectly positioned that the satin stitches will stitch over them, and this will stabilize a buttonhole. So anytime you have like fabrics that are a little bit stretchy or like fleeces or something, this is a great way to keep them nice and secure and stable. So I'm going to go ahead and slip these right back up. I'm going to slide my fabric back underneath here to get started. Once you have a few stitches taken, the cords will really hold as we're stitching here. So we'll just go ahead and make sure we're where we need to be. It's like satin stitching over the cord. It actually makes the buttonholes a little bit more raised so they have a more distinctive look. All right, then when you're done, and kind of slip the cord off the back, then we can take and just pull the cord with, just find one that will slip with you, and that cord, let me see if I've got one. No, oh, it should. I must have stitched it. There we go, I got a little pull. Then I can pull that cord so it pulls all the way down into the top, and then just take and trim it really, really close to the end. Once you trim it, you can give it a little pull, and that will disappear into, and now it's very, very stable and almost gives it a more professional look. So that is what a corded buttonhole looks like.